think that the government wants to own half the houses in the country. And they can tell people what to do. The reason only half is the other half are paid for. But they might find a way of stealing them from the owners. You got to understand what you're dealing with. These people are evil. Incidentally, I just had a question come in from Michael. And to a layman who follows your radio shows, I will ask an opinion. I know long-term mining shares, of which I am heavily invested with SEP. I have a significant amount for this fund this year. Do you think you should best wait a little longer to buy? It appears that they are being quite successful for a period of time in keeping metals undervalued. Do you think we have a couple more weeks whereby they have the public believing in the market and not running to gold as for security? And the answer is probably 50-50. I don't know. I don't think anybody does. What I would do in that position is I would spend half my money now and see if it goes lower. If it doesn't, you just buy the other half higher. And your first half will be in a profit position. On the other hand, if all these people who have been wrong every time, calling for $700 gold, if they happen to get lucky on the 15th or 20th try, then you'll buy lower in the second half. But I don't think that's going to happen.
It seems that we are close to complete collapse of this economy. Can you give us an educated guess as to how long the Illuminists can keep propping up the economy and the banks since they are completely broke?
I'd say 2 or 3 years. You know, it's very, very hard because, you know, we don't have any insight in what they're doing on the inside. You know, none whatsoever. I mean, we're all guessing at what they're doing. We, especially people like myself, who are experts on the subject, I mean, even I don't know. I'm backing into everything.
Are there any signs to look for?
Yeah. The most important sign is nobody wants to borrow any money anymore. And when that happens, the bottom comes out.
In relationship to where we're at today, you know, supposedly there's no credit available, so...
Well, there is, but they're not expanding it any, and they will continue to cut credit card lines, maybe even take cards away from people. And they're very careful who they're lending to. And loans are off. Percentage I don't know offhand. And they'll continue that way until the Fed tells them, look, it's time. You got to use all that money that's on deposit here, multiply it by 10, and start lending it. Because if you don't, we're going down, and we don't want to go down it just quite yet because all of our plans aren't in place.
Let's see. Have you changed your timing for inflation to show up now that the Fed is sterilizing the effects of excessive money and credit creation?
Well, the sterilization process will end sooner or later. I wrote about it for the next issue again. I was writing today on that. And just like I said, the Fed's going to say, okay, it's time to lend. And the money will come out of the Fed, and the banks will lend it. Because, you know, they'll keep the game going that way. I know it's a great unknown. We just don't know. I mean, nobody knows.
And what other tools are at the Fed's disposal to hide inflation other than raising interest rates, which they clearly won't do?
I think they've exhausted just about everything I can think of. They even pulled up SDRs and are bringing them into usage. But, you know, SDRs are fiat. It's just another method of creating fiat currency, and it's worthless. You know, they don't get it. They don't. But you know, they figure the public doesn't know. So what? They're probably right.
And let's see. I got one more question. I actually got two questions. This actually came in. Yeah, it came in yesterday. I understand that the government is trying to convert preferred stocks to common stocks for Bank of America, Citigroup, etc. Wouldn't this expose the taxpayers to great risk? Should the common stocks
not great risk. But the main thing is it'll dilute the current shareholders, and that means that instead of getting the money back and giving the stock back to the company, which are preferred shares, the stock will be in the market. Well, that means that the company, say Citigroup, their stock isn't going anywhere for a long, long time.
And I got this one, and it's an M1 multiplier, and it's rather lengthy, so I'll probably just forward that to you, and we can tackle that on Friday's program. And it talks about the CPI has decreased 0.4% over the last year. This is the first 12-month decline since August of 1955. Last month, the CPI went down. So what is going on here?
Well, the core went up 1.8%. But that's all lies anyway. So the answer to what's going on here is just more lies. I mean, you all know that they're lying. Why would you even look at their figures? That's why people subscribe to the International Forecaster.
All right, and I'll forward the rest of it over to you because he goes into about the multiplier concept as one way to measure the sensitivity of money creation for the economy. And so it's quite lengthy and involved, so I'll just go ahead and we can tackle that on Friday. 800-375-4188 for your complimentary issue to the International Forecaster, and, of course, your gold and silver coins here at Discount Gold and Silver Trading. Any final words before you take off, Bob?
No, I'll see you on Friday.
All righty. Thank you, Bob. We appreciate you being here. And, again, 1-800-375-4188 for your gold and silver coins, a complimentary issue. And, of course, visit our website at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net, discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. And for questions for the program or questions regarding your portfolio, direct that to discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. So until then, have a great day. Wendy Wilson will be here tomorrow, and we'll be back on Friday. Take care. God bless.